just a pack fresh example of arguably the most important semi-modern hockey card that exists. I think, as we get into this era of modern versus vintage, the Gretzky is really the leaping off point of the old versus the new for most investors. The great one, there's not a lot that you can really take from it. This is probably the premier brand. He's the Jordan of hockey, in our opinion. And this is certainly one of the finer copies of his rookie that we brokered in recent times. It's been a long time since we had a 9. This particular example, as an 8.5, shows many attributes of a mint card. Would not be questioned by most if it had graded a 9. We have just very minor touches to extreme tips of a couple corners. We have maybe like a print dot down in the lower left, but like the overall aesthetics, especially the print in the background, is as well struck and beautiful as you're ever going to see. It's just one of the higher graded examples that exists in our market today, and we're delighted to be featuring such a pretty example. As this market continues to mature, we're seeing the PSA 8 prices rise as they darn well should. There are not enough of these. This is one of the hardest cards in the world to find in high grade. And compared to demand, Gretzky is he's a worldwide brand. We would like to continue seeing these cards rise in value. It just seems natural that that's the only way that they really can go. These 8.5s, they're scarce indeed. We've only sold a few 8.5s in our 20 years of brokering cards, and this is definitely one of the prettier examples. No card is perfect, and this isn't a perfect card, but it certainly has the look of a pack fresh example with many attributes of a mint designation, in our opinion. Just glistening surfaces, beautifully struck. It's one of the finer investment pieces that we'll feature from this era. So delighted to have in the auction, and encourage the bidders to take a close look.